Hello YouTube, it is Nerd Hennessy here. For the record, I am going to be working on getting an intro going on. In the last video was my sword collection. I have decided to cut it down to 2 parts instead of 3. Kind of didn't see a point in going to a third video and just showing all of it at once when I could have just done that at the beginning. But this is going to cut it down to where I can split it into 2 videos. You see everything I have. And for the record, I am getting a new sword in. I will do an unboxing video when it comes in. It is the Elucidator from Sword Art Online. One of my favorite animes. I've heard a lot of good reviews about it and bad. But if you get the chance, you should watch it. And hope you all enjoy that. Anyway, this one is going to be my knives and stuff that isn't knives, I guess. So I'm just going to name it Sword Collection Part 2, but it's, you know what, I'm just going to say weapons. Screw it. Anyway, let's start with, we're going to do the weird ones last. All knives for now. Starting with a dagger. I got this dragon dagger. I bought this from a flea market for $15. It's not that bad. I used to have one that had a black handle, and the wing broke off of it, and so I traded it off for a sword. And then I found this at the flea market. I'm like, I gotta have it. I used to have one, might as well get a new one. Anyway, I like the curved blade. It's got the ridges on the back like a dragon. It's just like that sword I got. It's almost exactly the same as the sword, actually. The only difference is instead of having like a redder handle, it's got white. And the blade isn't like a katana. It's actually curved. It's still cool, though. Still cool. So that right there. We're going to do bigger knives first, obviously. Then there's this one. It's kind of like Riddick's blades. I mean, you could hold it like this. Kind of looks weird, but you could. Where you can stab and stuff. But I think it'd be better for slashing. And you can still stab with it, but it's more of a slashing weapon. It's got these ridges on the top. It's got the holes here. And the handle's like a rainbow on the edges, and it's like kind of red. Yeah, you can't see it. Never mind. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. Anyway, yeah. Next one, the box set hunting knife. I got this at the 100-mile yard sale. I don't know how many of you know about that. As far as I'm aware, it's just southeast Missouri, but no, I could be wrong. But I got this at the 100-mile yard sale for $10, and it has like the skull basher on the end, and it said hunting knife on the box, but I mean, it could be a hunting knife. I don't know. I'm not a hunter, but I thought the knife looked really cool, and so I bought it. And as you can tell there, the handle's kind of rainbowy, and that's what the edge of the curved one looked like. I need to stop throwing the sheaths on the ground. Sheath, scabbard, I don't care. We'll go with holder. Nah, scabbard sounds better. Or sheath, I don't care. Whatever I say, I say. They're both technically correct terms, as far as I'm aware. This one I got at Natsucon, or no, Anime St. Louis. And it's nothing really fancy. I was told that it was like Merlin's dagger, but no, it's not exactly a dagger. I mean, it might be. I don't know. But I liked it because I like the medieval like look to a sword, and you know, it's more or less a sword, but it's smaller. That's all a dagger really is a small sword. This one my dad gave to me. He had it since I was a child, and it's got the ridges for the hands to grab it, and it's just a punching dagger, I guess. That's what I've been calling it, a punching dagger. And you know, it looks cool. I like it. It's got dragons on the blades and stuff, and it has the Confederacy people here. I don't exactly know who it is. I think one's General Lee, and the other one's Ulysses S. Grant, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the blade's a little wobbly. It's just a display. But yeah, final look, amazing. Anyway, then we got this. All it is a blade. I don't have a handle for it. So me and my dad basically just turned it into a throwing knife. We would just throw it at cardboard boxes for fun. This actually came off of my dad's. My dad used to have like this display glove thing, and this knife would sit on the glove like that, kind of like a Baraka blade thing. And it looked really cool, but the glove broke, and Dad was like, I'm keeping the blade, and it's not sharp. None of the ones I showed you were sharp, except for maybe one. Step on there. Alright, this one I got from my uncle. He sold it to me for a few dollars, and it's, again, nothing fancy, just a knife. A lot of them aren't really that fancy. I mean, some of them have sentimental value and stuff, but for the most part, none of them are that fancy. This one, I found it. It's not really a knife, it's a multi-tool, but it has a knife on it. I don't feel like pulling all the multi-tools out, but there's those on that side, and then it has those on that side. I had one that had a flashlight on it, but I don't know where that one went. This one was a homemade knife that my brother found and traded to me. It's got electrical tape on the handle to hold the, or to like curve around it and stuff, and it's more like a shiv, I think. Oh, it's like one of those really, really homemade knives. It's weird. Let's see. We'll run through a couple of pocket knives. Most of my pocket knives were given to me by my brother. That cuts a lot of explaining out. There's a Confederate knife. Again, I'm not for the Confederacy. Slavery's wrong. Shouldn't do it. It's not legal anyway, but you shouldn't do it. Corkscrew. The corkscrew broke on... it's hard doing this. The corkscrew broke, so it's not... I don't know what you call it at that point. The corkscrew's not there, so you can't really call it a corkscrew. Swiss Army knife. That's what. Duh. Another pocket knife. Small one. Throw this on top of that box there. Just a little pocket knife. Got this from my uncle. Another one that I got from my brothers. Or brother. Well, I have 3 brothers. I got them from separate brothers, honestly. Multiple brothers. 2 blades. Got that from my brother. Got this from my brother. Regular pocket knife. Call these toothpicks because they're like itty bitty. Like this one's like what's that? Itty bitty. This one's more like a toothpick, honestly, because it's itty bitty. But still, nonetheless, still a knife. Moving up to the bigger ones, I guess you could say. I got this one from one of my brothers. Oh, I'm going to stop saying that. The ones that I got from my brothers, I'm not going to say anything for. Both of these. This one kind of looks like a shaver's razor. Yeah. And this one's just like a knife. Regular pocket knife. I don't know. I don't know the difference in pocket knives, so. This one, the blade's really loose. I don't know why. I need to tighten that up. But like, very loose. Alright, this one, little, really thin, rusted pocket knife. This one was given to me by a friend of mine, and he wasn't supposed to get rid of it, but he didn't want it anymore, so he gave it to me and just said not to tell anybody. Well, if you end up watching this and you recognize a knife, sorry. Anyway, this one was given to me by my grandma. She found it in her parking lot and thought that I would like it, and she picked it up, and I do. The whole thing is made out of metal. There's no plastic in it at all. Not that I've found anyway. Alright, this one was given to me by my dad. It's butterfly knife. That one didn't work. Anyway, it's butterfly knife. When it's opened, it looks like that. And if you've never seen a butterfly knife before, the blade is there. They just fold over it. And the little trick that I taught was that. I just been doing it for a while. Anyway, butterfly knife. Dad, he gave this to me. This is my first own knife, actually. I was like 12 when he said that, this was going to be my knife, but I couldn't touch it or anything until I was like 17. It's ridiculous. But yeah. This knife here was given to me by my cousin. He got it for his birthday from his dad, and he didn't like it. And he was a little upset with his dad, so he told me I could have it. It says USA Saber on it. It's supposed to be like a military-like knife, but I don't know. It has like the leg straps and stuff on it, so it can go around your leg or something, or your arm or whatnot, or your backpack, whatever. This. It's not really. It's a letter opener. I mean, this one. I've got two of these. One of them. This one. The blade's like knocked out because me and Dad use them as throwing knives. It didn't work out so well. But this came with a sword set, and Dad gave me the option of the blue sword that you saw in the first video, or the 3 sword set that these came with. And as a kid, I was like, I'll take the blue sword. Well, I should have taken the set. So I will. Unfortunately, I don't remember exactly what set it went to. And there's like a weird monkey thing on the handle, but it might be a monk, but it looks like a monkey. I don't know. I don't remember what the set looked like, but I remember I thought it looked cool. I think it was like it was snake-like. It had a lot of snakes on it and stuff. Alright, now these next 6 things. 2 different things, but I have 3 of each of them. Okay? So, I got all these at an anime convention, Anime St. Louis. That's the only one I've ever bought anything from other than my first Natsucon, which I bought one Boken from. Which, I might bring the Bokens out just to show them off. First things first, is I bought a set of throwing knives. These are actually throwing knives. And they have like a little skull spider thing on there. Thought it was neat. I got these for $5. Set of 3. There's 3 of them in there. 3 total. Thought they were awesome. For $5, I was like, I had a lot of money, like $150. Might as well, I bought them, and I was not disappointed. I don't throw knives at all, but being a knife collector, I really, really liked them. Next are these. Hope none of you saw that because I really like these. 3 batarangs. Okay. Yes, I got 3 of them. And these are very thick metal. They're not like the thin metal you see in the movie, unfortunately. I think they were just for display though. I'm not sure how you're supposed to display them, but yeah. They are batarangs. I was very happy with them because they grinded down the edges to make it look like they were sharp, and I haven't cut myself with them yet. I'm not saying that I'm not going to by accident or something, but yeah. These were also $5 for 3 of them at the anime convention that I went to. So if you live in the middle of the USA, I suggest going to a convention in Collinsville, Illinois, because I've gotten a few good deals. I've only been to two different cons, Natsucon and Anime St. Louis, and they both had generally the same amount of pricing, but the pricings I've seen there, I've seen on websites, and their prices are a little bit lower at the cons. So, you should go check them out. There's a certain person in the vending room that has some low price weapons that are like battle ready. I found a battle ready katana for like $50. At the one con, I had no money at all. I was very upset. Anyway, moving on. That emptied my box of knives. Now, these next two, they're not knives. These are the weird and wacky ones, kind of like the batarangs, but these are a little bit bigger. And they might be a little bit unexpected. Have a hatchet. Yes, this is one of those hatchets that you can find at Walmart for like $5, $5 to $10. I don't exactly remember. I don't remember. I didn't buy this. I got this from my cousin because he needed to borrow like $20, and for that he gave me 3 controllers for an Xbox 360 and hatchet, and I got all of that for $20. So if you watch 25 Facts About Me, you hear me say I get deals all the time. I wasn't joking. $20. I got a hatchet and 3 Xbox 360 controllers. Each of them work. So, yeah. Anyway, next one. This one, very few people think that someone would have one of these if they are poor. But I got this for Christmas when I was like 8 years old from my grandfather. Okay, I was going to say grandpa, but grandfather. This. I don't know where he got it. I think he got it at a flea market. But, yeah. When I was a kid, I liked to swing this around. Dad made sure that I stayed away from people and to not hit people. He told me to if I was going to hit something, hit a tree, so I didn't hit anybody. And to not swing very hard because it could swing back and hit me. So, he took it away most times, so I couldn't play with it. But over the years, the chain from me swinging it, like right here, this chain link here is like bending. And then on the top here, there is a key ring because the chain link that was on there broke. So we had to wing it ourselves. And it has like a little chain down here for like a wrist grip so you can grab it so you don't lose it and drop it and fling it around and hurt somebody. I think that's what that's for. I'm not entirely sure. I think they just did that for effect, honestly. But it's possible. I don't know. But yeah, I've had this for a long time, I've had this longer than most of my swords. And my oldest sword, yeah, actually I had this before all of my swords. This is the first weapon I've ever owned. Which is kind of weird. But, yeah. The ball here weighs about 4 pounds. So it's completely solid steel. It's not hollow. It is a solid steel ball. But yeah, it is about 4 pounds. And it's just... if I was to swing this at somebody's head, it would do some major damage. But I'm not a mass murderer, so I'm not going to do that. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to crack out the Belkin real quick. 1 second. I gotta go back here and move the TV box. Yeah. Oh, battery's running low. Wonderful. Anyway, I got this one at my first anime convention ever. When me and my friend were fighting, we broke this like whole end off, and I wood glued it back together and decided I'm not going to fight with it anymore. And it doesn't sit right, you know, because it's got a weird, the blade curves and then it goes straight. It's kind of weird to me. But on my second anime convention, however, bought this one. Has like a dragon like carved into it. It's got the wrapping's a little loose, a little bit, and it's got this plastic thing which likes to slide up. But I like it, and it doesn't have the same curve problem as the first one, because the handle curves with the blade. So I mean, it looks straight because for the most part it is, to be honest. But like if I took this off, it's like a straight into the curve. Okay, but the first one, it doesn't do that. First one, it's like straight and then it curves from there. See how it's a little weird? If you couldn't tell, well, I'm sorry, but I really gotta stop this video where we're at. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Put a like and a subscribe. I will do what I can to put an intro on, try to work on it, and check out my other videos. Hope you enjoyed it, and more videos will be coming as soon as I can. Alright. Have a good day.